and to do something, to speak out. For those who think they are far from risk, to remind you of the saying of Martin Niemöller, the German Protestant theologist, who said at the times of the Nazis, they came first. They came first for the communists, and I didn't speak out because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I didn't speak out because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't speak out because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the Catholic. He wasn't Catholic. I didn't speak out. Then they came for me. Sadly, by that time, no one was left to speak out to. How many people should be killed? How many people should be injured? How long do we want to turn deaf ears and the blind eyes about what is happening in this world? It's time to speak out and to understand and to practice that the most holy thing in the universe is a human being and the freedom. Freedom that we all were born free. And we must run a normal, a free life in this world. No one should be killed or suffer to get his or her freedom. And no one is free as long as others are not. It's time to stand for the freedom of all. Freedom of poverty, of sickness, of need, of fear, of oppression, of occupation, of suffering, of injustice. That's the world we want to have. That's the peace we want to live in. Peace is not just a word. Peace is an action. When we live it, when we sacrifice for it. Peace is when all people are safe, secure, free, healthy, and happy. Can say, I'm coming here because there is hope. And life is hope. As a doctor, I will never lose hope as long as the patient is still alive. Maybe the patient and the case is difficult, but we need to ask ourselves, what can we do? Maybe the diagnosis is wrong. The treatment is wrong. It's time to ask ourselves and to take responsibility and to change course. God will never change what is in people till they change what is in their hearts, minds, and soul. So hope is there. But hope is not just a word. Hope is to have faith in it and to act for it and not to underestimate your action. To believe in yourself and to act. Don't wait for others. Start by yourself to make a difference in your community, to give a smile, to give hand. Some people, they think we need to give money. You have many things to give, to speak out, to talk, to spread the message. That's what is needed in my life. I am in debt to my mother, my wife, and my daughters. Without their support, I will never be here. Who supported me to get my education. And as Maria Montessori said, establishing lasting peace is the work of education. All politics can do is keep us out of war. So I can say Life is hope. But who is the hope? Women are the life, and they are the hope, because they give life, and they nurture the hope. And it's time to take action and to invest in education of girls and women. It's not, what do we hear and we use all of the time? Women's status or women's rights. Because we have our status and rights once we are born. It's the role. And this role can be achieved by education. Education of girls and women is the key indicator of development. If you go to any country and you want to learn about it, don't ask about the GDP or the economic status. Ask about the level of women's education and women's role in that country. It's time, and we need to try. Give me 5 women in the history who were behind disasters. You can't find. So we need to understand that when we all come together, men and women, for a better and just world, we can achieve the future we want. That's why, in memory of my daughters, to prove this tragedy is for good, Daughters for Life was established for education of girls and women in the Middle East. Because a healthy, educated girl and woman will raise a healthy, educated children, husband, family, community, and nation. And that's where I am living and devoting my life. And you see it in this world. Women have shown tremendous leadership force. Look around you in this world. When women, they are sitting on the table, they bring something different to the table as leaders. Their ability to bring and to have inclusiveness, ability to cross the lines that cause divide. That's the message, and that's the life. And in our life, we have priorities. And what is the priority in life? Is it the past? The past is there as a doctor to learn from it. When I take the medical history of the patient to build the present and the future, not to blame the patient. And mistakes are there to learn from them. Mistakes are not mistakes if we learn from them. But the priority is the present and the future. But who is the present and the future? The present and the future and the hope are our children. So sisters and brothers can say to you, have faith, have hope. But most important is to act. Because faith and hope without action, it makes no difference. And one can't do everything, but each of us can do something. Where everything starts small, then becomes big. Everything starts in one place and goes in different directions. Let all of us come together to make our safe, secure, hopeful, free future. At that moment, we will get and we will be rewarded with the happiness and the love that we all lost these days. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.